If you have ever tried this, cycle syncing, as you know, can be super confusing and very overwhelming, especially when it comes to recipes and trying to incorporate the foods that you need to eat during your cycle and creating meals and recipes that you actually want to eat and are looking forward to eating. In this dashboard, I tried to create the process super simply so you can add the ingredients that you want to eat, you can create recipes or find recipes from the internet and add them to the template super easily and then incorporate them and schedule them into your week accordingly. So let me show you how to use this dashboard because I'm super proud of it and I'm really excited about it. If you duplicate this to your own Notion, this is what you'll see. I have my calendar, so this is my personal cycle calendar. When I create the template, obviously my information will not be on there. You can create it for your own, but you can see I have my follicular stage and then I added the little emoji based off of what kind of season each cycle is related to. So the most important thing to know is how to create new recipes. So you can see I have my schedule here. So if you click on all recipes, I separated them by stage. So the important thing to also note is that this is a copy of someone else's grocery list template. I don't know who I copied it from. I'm gonna try and find it and tag them in the dashboard. I might have just gotten it from a Notion template. I'm not quite sure, but I'll try to find that and link that in the dashboard. But this is essentially how to use this. So I've already added a few recipes that I found online and recipes that I personally make, especially this cauliflower pizza, where this one under ovulatory, oh my gosh, it's so good. What I'll do is I will just Google recipes for each stage and add them here. How to add a recipe. So if I find a luteal phase recipe, I will click add. I will type in the name. So let's say blueberry, because I have a lot of blueberries on here, blueberry muffins, okay? And then I will add the meal. This is usually gonna be a breakfast meal. Then I click on the open inside peek. I usually default to none. I just start with none for the day. And then I add the ingredients. So let's say this one has blueberries. As you start using this template, at first you will just add, let's say bloob was an ingredient. You would just say add new bloob into ingredients. That would auto-populate into the ingredients list. However, I already have blueberries, so I'm gonna click add here. We'll also use coconut flour here and then bananas. So you can see that this is how you add ingredients. If you've never used that ingredient before in this template, you'll just click add, it'll add it to the ingredients list. And if you've already used it before, then you'll see it'll auto-populate. So that is how to add a new recipe. And you can also find that some of these have multiple phases. So let me try and find it. So say savory sweet potato breakfast. This is really great for follicular and luteal phase. So it's in both. You can see that it's tagged as luteal and follicular. The next thing that I'm going to show you is how to find the shopping list so that you know when you've created, I'm going to show how to do this next after I show you the shopping list, but when you create your week's schedule for meals, how to know what you need to buy and what you already have in your pantry or your fridge. So there's 4 categories. There is unstocked ingredients. So these are every single ingredient that you have ever used added to the template. And you can see out of stock, because I just refreshed this so I can show you guys. So you can see like baking powder is in stock, but if I uncheck it, it is now out of stock. So this is every single ingredient. We also have stocked ingredients, so you can see every single ingredient that I've ever stocked. So if we go back to unstocked ingredients and I say that I have baking powder, bananas, and beets, it's like Battlestar Galactica. What is it? Beets, bears, Anyways, we'll go back to stocked ingredients and you can see that they will be auto-populated into ingredients. However, the coding for this, I did not create. I did not code any of this. So shout out to the creator of this template. So now we have the shopping list. So the shopping list is, these are the ingredients of the recipes that I have added to the week's schedule that I need. And you can see it is out of stock. So let's say that I have, I know that I have maple syrup, I have coconut flour, I have avocado, I have sweet potato, I have vanilla extract, coconut oil, cinnamon, and eggs. Okay, so you can see how they're being removed from this list. So where are they going? They are going to my shopping list of stocked ingredients. Now, the reason that I created this separate smart view is because let's say that I am making something with coconut flour and maple syrup, but I actually don't have it. So I can see what's on my list for this week's recipes, and it's currently said it's stocked, but I just ran out of maple syrup, so I actually need to get that from the grocery store. So that will now be repopulated back into my shopping list. If that's confusing, rewatch that a few times so that you get the hang of it. So let's go into how you're going to plan for your week. I intentionally left these here so that I can show you how I bulk move them out, because I think it's easier than just like manually moving each one out. So I'll just highlight all of these and I will move them to none. So now my week is empty. So what I will do at the beginning of each week is I will go, the next week is the 22nd to the 28th. So I'm actually going to be leaving the 26th. So I'm only going to be filling in for the 23rd through the 26th. What I will do is I will go into my list. It should be separated by, so you can see like luteal, ovulatory, follicular. So I filtered this so it is sorted by phase, so it's super easy to find things. And this week I'm in my luteal phase. Rather than dragging this and then having to like duplicate it and add it to this one, I think that's very complicated. What I will do is, let's move that back over. So from the beginning, I will click on this. I will go on day. And I'm just gonna eat this every day. I'm gonna have this Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday before my trip. That's super easy. So you can use auto-populated to Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Now let's find a lunch item. Breakfast, I usually pretty much eat the same thing. I'm a very repetitive eater. So Mexican stuffed sweet potato, that sounds really good. A fun recipe for Monday. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, I will have the, steak bites with brown rice, yeah. Okay, so I'll have this Tuesday and Wednesday. So that has my lunch covered, and then let's find a dinner. And so for my luteal phase, I'll have this on Tuesday and Wednesday as well. Cool. So that's kind of how I schedule my week. Obviously, if I was here the whole week, I would have added for the rest of the week as well. Last thing I want to add, this is another actual page in my Notion template that I'm not sure how it will work. Hopefully you guys have access to it. Let me know if you don't. But this is kind of a very short and sweet list of ingredients for each cycle. So you guys can create your own recipes based off of this. I just wanted to create that very easily to reference, and that is found here. So this is how I have created and used this template. Hopefully you guys find it easy to use. If you have any questions, comment them below and I will do my best to answer them. Rewatch this video a few times, get the hang of it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.